Hello, welcome to a Frontliner Shift. I am IT Frontliner Jeff Wiseman and host of this training video.
And I'm Steven, co-host and Frontliner. Behind us is the Commons, located in TL 116. As an IT Frontliner, you'll be scheduled here at some point during the work week.
And for those reasons alone, the Commons was singled out for his training video. In fact, let's see what a stereotypical shift is like for Steve.
Well, since my shift begins at 7 a.m. Monday through Friday, I usually try to arrive early so I can do everything required for me to sign in for work, such as swipe my key card and punch in my security code to get into the lab. After I've made my way into the Commons, it's time for me to log into my shift using a computer behind the front desk. It also looks like I might be taking the role of floor monitor, since another frontliner named Kyle has already taken the desk. Kyle and I are usually the only two people working this shift, but we make an effort to work as one by communicating where we'll be in the lab and how we can help each other.
Hey Kyle, I'm going to take the floor. Let me know if you need anything, alright?
And with that, I'm usually off, helping students with various issues, picking up trash and other refuse lying around the lab, pushing in chairs left lying in the aisles, and making sure students do their part to help keep the Commons clean. But besides all of those responsibilities, there's one other that constantly follows an IT frontliner during a shift. That responsibility is a position known as print runner. Basically, while the frontliner at the desk is responsible for duties there, and the floor monitor's duties revolve around the lab itself, sometimes a floor monitor's duties become extended when printouts become numerous. However, as is usually the case, the person officially in charge of the printers soon arrives, so my stint as print runner isn't long.
Sounds like you really have your protocol down, but for the sake of the recently hired, why don't we go over what a frontliner does when situations arise a little bit out of their control? Have you had anything like that happen recently?
Well, I've actually had a few situations come up recently.
The first situation concerns a student I helped a day or so ago with computer problems. Apparently, pop-ups and spyware had invaded her computer, and no matter what I tried, I just couldn't get rid of them all.
Yeah, those are a pain. What did you do to help her?
I called the IT department at extension 5050.
IT support, this is Betty. How may I help you?
Hi, this is Steven in the Commons. Got a problem with the computer?
Which computer?
Blue 66.
What seems to be the problem?
It's got a lot of spyware.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do the work order and we'll get someone over as soon as possible.
Alright, thank you. Bye. So that was one of the situations I faced as a frontliner. I've had another that was more extreme.
An irate student.
Unfortunately, yes.
It happened while I was working the desk a week ago.
Can I see your ID?
I don't have it with me. I just need to print out my paper.
I still need to see an ID.
Look, I don't understand what the big deal is.
The big deal is, to use this lab, I need to see a current student ID or a current class schedule and a photo ID.
Look, quit singling me out. We both know this is bull.
Ma'am, I'm just following policy. I can let you talk to my
I
supervisor.
don't want to talk to your supervisor. All I want to do is print my paper out for class.
And so, as you've probably already guessed by now, a conflict ensued.
That's usually the case, but what did you do?
Well, I was about to call public safety at extension 2525, since the student was disrupting other students in the lab. But fortunately, a public safety officer was already in the area, which eventually led to the situation being peacefully resolved.
Well, with that said, this training video now comes to a close. If you have any questions whatsoever, you are encouraged to contact your shift coordinator or supervisor.
Other than that, welcome aboard.